Hello, welcome to Movies at the Perc. I'm Andrew Mile, and with me is John Gallatin, and today we're going to be reviewing the American classic, Rocky.
So this 1976 American classic was inspired by a boxing match from this year between arguably the greatest boxer of all time, Muhammad Ali. And as in this fight, he was defending his World Heavyweight Championship against a guy named Chuck Wepner.
And yeah, no one ever heard of Wepner. He was just some heavyweight from Cleveland, and he was supposed to get a shot against, I believe it was George Foreman, and then Foreman lost the belt to Muhammad Ali in the Rumble in the Jungle, that classic fight. So Wepner come into the fight. People are like, "Oh, there's no chance he goes 3 rounds against Muhammad Ali." He goes to the 15th round. He even knocks him down midway through the fight. I believe like in the 9th round.
Yes, it was.
And this, I forgot to mention that this fight was in 1975, a year before Rocky was released in 1976. But then after the fight, they do an interview with a young actor named Sylvester Stallone, the guy who wrote Rocky. I mean, he directed it. And he also acted in it. So
basically, in this movie, there was some historical accuracy because they made it literally a year after this fight.
Exactly. That's why it's based on it. But there's a big difference between Cleveland and Philadelphia.
Oh yeah,
but
easily.
You can tell there's some big differences. If you ever look up Chuck Wepner on Google, they'll say the real life Rocky.
Mm-hmm. And just that, the supporting actor from Carl Weathers as Apollo Creed is phenomenal.
God. He does such a great job. I mean, I think Apollo Creed's loosely based off Muhammad Ali.
Oh yes,
because if you look at their fighting styles, Muhammad Ali's kind of stands upright. He's more of an agile guy. He's gonna work the jab. That's what Apollo Creed does a lot during the fight.
And Apollo Creed, you have to mention, what a showboat.
Oh, he's such a showboat.
And Muhammad Ali.
I love it. You have to love it though.
Oh yeah.
Rocky takes.
Anyone loves a good classic showboat for an underdog.
Right, especially
a good opponent.
Oh yeah, and it just makes you mad, and you just want to punch him in the face. So yeah, I mean, I think my favorite part of the entire film with Apollo Creed is when he comes into the ring dressed up as George Washington crossing the Delaware. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
That was so over the top. It was beautiful, and I love that. But I think we need to go back a little bit. We need to talk about Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion.
Just Sylvester Stallone. Honestly, a lot of people know him from Rambo. Rambo's a great movie, but his career was started off with Rocky.
If there was no Rocky, there'd be no Rambo. Simple as that.
Simple as that.
And
although there's 5 movies, correct?
Of Rocky?
Of Rocky.
There's 6 Rocky movies and now 2 Creed movies. So a total of 8 with Rocky Balboa.
Now, Rocky 3 is against the Russian, correct?
No, that's against Clubber Lang, Mr. T.
That's Mr. T. 4 is the Russian.
4 is Ivan Drago, yes.
4 is probably my favorite Rocky movie.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Because it's the Cold War, and it just represents everything that we know about the Cold War. And that's just a great aspect of it.
Right. But like, even through all those films he's done, Rocky Balboa will always be in the hearts of people because Sylvester Stallone does such a great job of grasping the underdog. Because when Sylvester Stallone made this movie, and he bought all the equipment and did all this, he was basically, if this movie didn't succeed, he would have failed. We never heard of Sylvester Stallone. He'd be that guy that just totally tanked Rocky. The only thing more iconic than Sylvester Stallone playing Rocky is the visuals and the camera work in this movie. The entire time, they couldn't have done a better job with this. And I think it only does its justice to start about talking Rocky running up the stairs.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Rocky had been through so much throughout the entire film. I mean, his training. The first time he ran up the stairs, he was defeated. He was grabbing his side. He was all cramped up until he was out of shape. But the second time around, he runs up those stairs, and then you see the camera starting to come around and panning, and then he puts the arms up in the air and triumph.
Oh yeah,
That's
that,
like the Rocky shot.
That hand shot is fantastic. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
perfect.
It's just still, it's just beautiful.
Yep.
Right behind him, he puts the arms up, beautiful.
And-
He starts celebrating, dancing.
Oh, yeah. Also, along with that is when he's running through the streets of Philly. He's going through the market and the garbage fires. It represents him. The scene really represents him.
He's like the hero
Yes.
of Philadelphia.
And he's moving up through the ranks, as coming from a little street fighter working for a mob boss, going all the way up to
fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship in his hometown. And another one I really liked, I think a lot of people overlook this one, is when he's training. He's going by the port of Philadelphia, and there's this boat. And I heard Sylvester Stallone talking about this, that he wanted to sprint the entire boat for the shot, and he does.
Yeah, really.
It's so cool.
Man.
You probably know what I'm talking about.
Oh
now.
yeah,
It's so awesome.
That's
All right, now we're going to be talking about music. Well, before we talk about the famous Rocky theme song, I want to talk about the Bill Conti. Oh, he did such a great job scoring this film.
Easily.
And I think the first song of the movie kind of sets the tone. And it's called Take You Back. And it's when Rocky's coming back home from his fight against Spider Rico.
Okay, yeah, I remember
and
now.
they're singing Get You Back.
Yep.
And it's very catchy. Sometimes if you watch the movie enough times, you'll be humming it and snapping with it.
Yep.
It's a good song. I like how the movie started with.
Now, obviously, you know and I know, everyone knows the song "Gonna Fly" now.
And like some people don't even know the actual name.
They don't know they don't know if it has words.
You see,
They
like
don't know that.
my roommate's never seen Rocky. And I said, "Oh, I can't wait till Gonna Fly Now comes on." He looks at me and goes, "What's that?" And I go, "You know, da da da." He said, "Oh, okay."
Everybody knows this. It is. I'll admit I'm a music nerd. It is one of the most popular pep band songs. You'll always hear that at a high school football game
Oh,
or
yeah.
a high school basketball game.
Even before any Philadelphia Eagles game,
Oh, exactly.
everyone,
Exactly.
right before kickoff.
It has revolutionized the music industry with movies, and it has revolutionized sports and athletics.
Yeah, I'd put Gonna Fly Now as one of the most famous themes to any
easily.
film,
Easily.
like Harry Potter, or you got Indiana Jones. I think Rocky will always be up there as time goes on.
Now, although this film was released in 1976 and it's 42 years later, people will always connect with Rocky
Always.
and the music. It's just such a satisfying story, the whole franchise.
I think it's just the fact that people can connect to Rocky.
Oh, yeah.
He's always been an underdog, always being oppressed, not having much, and then coming out of nowhere and getting that 1 in a million shot. It's a great story.
And the fact that they're readapting it and bringing Creed back as with his son,
Well,
and they're
I did hear Sylvester Stallone. After Creed 2 came out, he said that was his final time donning Rocky Balboa.
oh
He's
man.
done. So if there's a Creed 3, there will be no Rocky.
But I'm glad that they're coming back with it though. But the best part about Creed 2 is that bringing back the Russian, and that with everything that's happened with politics and stuff in Russia and stuff, it's a nice adaptation
Right.
with America versus Russia again.
I think the best part about Rocky is you can watch it 50 times, and every time you
Yep.
watch it, you feel like you can run through a brick wall. I don't know what
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
You always
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like it. So to wrap that up, I highly suggest anyone who's never seen Rocky to watch Rocky at least one time in your lifetime. If you call yourself a true American, please watch Rocky.
And definitely watch the whole franchise except 4. Past 4 doesn't get that good, but I do recommend.
If you do want to watch the entire Rocky franchise, you can skip 5. No one really cares about number 5.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and make sure to watch our next video on the basketball classic that is Hoosiers. Thank you.